Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, update 9.0 has dropped and we have the new Japanese heavy tank line, and with it comes all of these tanks here, and we are going to be reviewing each of them. I'm going to be reviewing each of them throughout the days. Some days might be multiple ones because I now have footage all the way up to the tier 8 and tier 9 and stuff, so today is going to be about the Mitsu 108, which is the tier 5 heavy tank, and this thing is absolutely massive. This has got to be the biggest tier 5 in the game. I mean, look at this beast. Let's compare this thing to another tier 5 heavy tank or something like that. Is that my only tier 5 heavy tank? No way. Okay, let's just compare this to another tier 5. So here is the Mitsu, and here's the Titan. Here's the Matilda BP. Here's the T-34. I mean, just absolutely massive compared to all of these tanks. Just way, 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 way bigger. So yeah, that is the Mitsu 108 is absolutely a massive tank. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the statistics of the tank here. So it's sitting at a 730 HP. Your turret is 140 with the armor, 80 on the sides and 60 on the rear. Your hull is a 90, 55, 40. You're going to be sitting at 1400 DPM on this tank, 11-second reload for a 280 alpha gun. Your pin is very poor in this tank, only 95 for your standard, 120 for your heat, and 53 for the AG. You got a 5.5 second aiming time and 0.454 dispersion. You as well only have 5 degrees gun depression, which is pretty bad, and a 30 km/h top speed forward. So let's go ahead and jump into a replay of this tank here, and yeah, we'll talk about this tank a little more here. So yeah, this is, I believe, the first game in the tank that I had. Yeah, I think this is my first game in the tank, and my thoughts on the tank were, so the tank is decent. It's just a tier 5, you know, so there's really not too much to it. It does have very poor pin, and currently, since we're going up against, you know, basically half the teams are Mitsu 108s, now it's like all of the tanks are like Mitsu 108s pretty much in tier 5 and stuff. You are going to actually have a lot of trouble pinning other Mitsu 108s because of how, like I said, how bad the pin is, and this tank has pretty solid armor as well. Now again, this tank has very poor gun depression, like I said, 5 degrees, so sometimes I like want to shoot lower on the tank and I just couldn't, which is quite funny. As well, since this was my first battle with the new aiming system, I was a little bit off with my aiming and stuff, just wasn't quite used to it yet. It does take a little bit of getting used to. Now, my thoughts on the aiming system are that I think it definitely is an improvement for mobile over the other one. It can be a little overbearing at times, but shots like that are pretty nice and helpful with the new aiming system. I will say that that is pretty decent, and like I said, it just takes some time to get used to, but I think after everyone takes some time and gets used to it, I think it'll definitely be a lot better than the old one. I'm already getting much better with the new aiming system and getting used to it and stuff. Alright, so yeah, we are in a mega heavy tank brawl right now, and we are just pinning these Mitsu's lower plates with some heat right now and getting up our damage. This isn't going to be a crazy game or anything. This was really just my first game in the tank. I didn't have very many games in this tank just because I needed to get grinding for the tier 10, you know, because it can take a while, and it didn't have quite enough free XP for the entire line. But yeah, this tank is just basically, I'd almost equivalent this to like a KV-1, you know. You got a decent, you know, big shotgun and some pretty good armor, not the most mobile tank. Just play it like you would kind of a KV-1 or a BDR, you know, just try to use that armor some and use that larger gun while you're grinding up the line and stuff. And yeah, you should be doing pretty decent in it if you do that. So like I said, with the new auto aim, I do struggle with a couple shots here, and then do get a kill shot there on the BDR, and this team has disintegrated. The enemy team has absolutely disintegrated in front of us. So yeah, we didn't really have much of an opportunity to farm up right there. I really wanted this shot right here, but the Mitsu blocked me because, I mean, sheesh, that's a thick tank, bro. Anyway, so yeah, we do pick up the victory on this in about 1,000 damage as well. And like I said, nothing of a crazy game is for a tier 5 or anything like that. But it was my first game in the tank, first game with the new aiming system. Did get some decent block damage as well.